Hi everybody, it's Di. Welcome back to my channel. Today I've got some texture paste recipes. I know we've done this before, but it's the only early in the year, and if you're like me, you've run out of your texture paste and it's the beginning of the year. I've cleaned my studio, now I'm replenishing all my supplies. So I thought, let's just see what I can do to, I don't know, just up my game a little bit. Now, I've made two different recipes. The one is the tried and true, the one that I've done before, where I used the talcum powder and then the PVA glue and the acrylic paint, which I love. That is really good. It's always worked for me. The second one, I've used the talcum powder, but I've replaced the acrylic paint with some white gesso, and the glue, the PVA glue, I've replaced with Mod Podge. So basically you're only three ingredients: powder, paint and glue. So they both work amazing. And this is the results. This is number one. Oh, still drying. That's number one, and that's number two. Now, I've got to say that I'm loving the white gesso and the Mod Podge just as much as I've loved the acrylic paint and the PVA glue. So it's a much of a muchness for me. So I guess what it comes down to for you to choose is what exactly you have in your cupboard. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Now these are the papers of Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah. I think it's called Pink Roses. They're absolutely beautiful papers. And so I'll be, all afternoon now, I'm going to be doing some texture paste on bits of paper so that I can have it in my stash ready to go. And there, for a screenshot for you, is the two recipes. So the first, you just measure them out and mix them up very gently, because you don't want the baking soda or the talcum powder to fly off into the air. You don't want to breathe it. And just very use a spatula or a stick of some sort. I've got a nice wide spatula, just one of those nice ones. Just mix it up lovely. You can go back to my original texture paste recipe if you like, to see me cooking it. Well, it's no cookies, but yeah, to see me doing it if you need that. And so it depends on what supplies you've got laying around. Maybe you'd prefer to try the baking soda. The only thing I found with the baking soda was that it does give a grainier appearance, just slightly, than the talcum powder. And to be honest, to the first one I made, this is number one this morning, because these quantities only make a little bit. So obviously, increase the quantities as long as it's 3 parts dry to 1 part each of the wet. It'd be wonderful. You could do 1 cup of baking soda. And then the same quantities, 3 parts, you could do 3 cups of baking soda, 1 cup of acrylic paint and 1 cup of PVA. You get the idea. This one was too grainy for my liking, so I thought, I'm just gonna, and I just missed the smell of the talcum powder, so I sprinkled some talcum powder in there. So that's actually got a little bit added, and that's absolutely perfect. Still a bit grainy, but that has its own uses. I love it. And this one, look how smooth that is. And I think it's white. When you compare them, this is definitely far brilliant white than this one. Okay, So just use your water, a drop at a time, to thin the mixture, or some more dry ingredients, for example the talcum powder or the baking soda, just to thicken it up to what you think, because you're going to put it over a stencil probably. You don't want it too runny that's going to fall in running underneath. And this I'll put at the bottom, because somebody said, oh, they'd done it and they didn't like the results. And I said to them, well, you need to practice in your climate. So these recipes work great for me. I have high humidity and we're in summer here with 35-degree days. So adjust it for your climate and store it in an airtight container at room temperature. Right, well, I hope that helps you on a Sunday. Now you can, instead of cooking, you can make your texture paste recipes. And I'm going to be posting this. I go through regularly and post it for free all over the Facebook groups. People love to get the recipe so that they can make their own, and you save a lot of money. Well, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks for subscribing. 2,000 subscribers, more giveaways coming in the following days. Bye everybody. See ya.